morning, Daddy Chris is here from Srtv studio in London, and this is Weekly Bulletin. Guess what? It's the 1st of June 2024. What do we say? Happy New Month to everybody. So it's a very happy new month from the Srtv desk here. We say Happy New Month. Well, on a good day, let's celebrate every moment. I think we sometimes just look only to problems. Why are we not happy that we are here today and actually celebrate today for what it is? There will always be issues. Today is a great day. Let's celebrate it. That's how we're going to approach the day. And as you all know, Nigeria is packed full with a lot of activities. The newspapers are not hiding them. So we'll be taking a look at what has happened within the week, and then we're going to focus on today. And guess what? We have a special guest today. The Okwama people finally got relieved. And we have one, okay, I don't know whether to call him chief. We have a lot of chiefs, but I'm going to go look on in a simple way. I say Agbobore. He's going to tell us Agbobore. I'm an Yoruba man. Sometimes I have a difficult pronouncing them well. I say Agbobore, and I could pronounce Ese means Ese. Ese will be joining us shortly to talk us through that. And as usual, I have my two ladies with me. I have Princess Casey, right here in London. Princess, unmute yourself. Let's hear your voice.
Good morning, Daddy Chris. Good morning, Mary, and to our guests. Good morning, everybody.
Yes, it's a very good morning. And I know you are busy running around London trying to work on the Nigerian week. So where are we?
We're doing quite a lot. Yesterday we had a meeting. Today also we started with a meeting of people who to come on board, how to navigate some of the programs we will be having during that week. So it's been a very busy week. Even this morning I've been very busy. I practically ran into this show. That's why I don't have my background today, because I'm away from home.
Anyway, you're still happy to join us. Thank you very much. Let's quickly hear from Mary in Abuja. Mary, hey.
Good morning. Good morning.
You're not a strong woman, you see. That is how a strong woman behaves. I told you, Mary, you're not my girl, you're a woman now. One day I was teasing Mary. I said, Mary, you think you're a young woman? You're not. I know you're still a young woman. So how are you? How is Abuja? One good news. It's like it looks as if you guys going to have your own intercity rail within Abuja. Is that true?
Definitely. Although we've not seen it. It's everywhere in the news, but I've not set my eyes on it. And it has been commissioned. So
no, Mary, apparently you didn't go for it, but something that has been commissioned. I don't want to believe they will commission something that is not there. So yes. Apparently it's there. Yes, and I will want you to try and go there maybe and use it for once, capture, and at least you have a fee.
Let the audience see that there's a new development in Abuja. That's a good news. And
Mary did say yesterday that Abuja, they are very happy, even though people are negative about the 1-year anniversary of the president. Abuja residents are actually applauding the president for providing such means of transportation for them. So I want to believe it's there and it's working as well.
All right, so a big credit to Wiki. But again, we're not going to judge it 1 year in office on the basis of infrastructure. I'm not going to give him credit for that. But that is a step in the right direction. At all, not bad. Nobody saw Robotoka. Not so data people talk. Not so very no.
So it's not even a new thing. I believe maybe it was on that.
All right, Mary, you're going to off and on your system again because this is your voice. We want to hear you smoothly today. Anyway, we have our guest here, all right here, right now. His name is Ese Agbobore. Ese, anyway, we're going to use your system as it is. You're welcome to Weekly Bulletin on Srtv.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah, we're happy because your face is smooth and you look like somebody who's been eating with double hands. So let's congratulate you. But first, let's quickly thank you. Thank you for the job well done. We saw what you guys have done in Okwama. I'll be sharing those images and very shortly. It's intriguing, and I really want to thank you for getting this done. Could you talk us through first? Introduce yourself, because I introduced you as S.A. Akpobore. We know Akpobore. This is Agbobore. So I will not be going to Akpobore. It's Agbobore. So if you can pronounce it well for us, that would be good. And then tell us your position in the office, because it's like the UPU youth wing is working. And you guys, I might be right. It's like you guys are working, and if that is the case, I'm proud of you. So the first time I see something like this happening in the Yoruba Nation.
Thank you so much. My name is S.A. Agbobore. S.A. Agbobore is my name. I am the welfare director.
Yeah. That's right. Agbobore.
Yes. Yes. So I am the welfare director of UPU Youth Wing.
Okay. And yeah, right now, right here, I want to quickly share some of the images, which is quite interesting. That is your president of the Youth Wing, actually in this wonderful meeting, and it's quite an interesting thing. She giving aid, and wow. Could you talk us through what has happened in Okoma right now? What is going on?
Oh, well, we visited Okwama before the food donation some days ago. So the situation is very terrible, and the level of destruction in Okwama is very sad. But we give thanks to God that in every bad there's also a good, because the government have promised the people of Okwama that Okwama will be turned into a model city. So we are still expecting to see that model city. But the situation there is very bad, I must say. It's very, very bad.
Right now. So all we can see is the ruin. That's the right language to use. Let me put it this way so we get it clearer. This is what Okoma is right now. Deserted, every roof down. So how are the people coping? Are the people back home? The question is, which home have they returned to? That's the question, because it's like the whole place have been leveled. So where are these people? How are they feeding? And you said the government did promise, that is Oborori, promised to turn Okoma to a modern city. The question is when and how has he even contributed to the welfare first, because they have to eat before the modern city will come.
If you look carefully, the food donation took place in the IDP camp set up by the Delta State government. The camp was set up by the Delta State government. They feed them in the camp. They gave them accommodation in the camp. And the day we went there, the doctors and the nurses, they arrived to be treating sick people in the camp. So for now, they are in the IDP camp, though some persons are still in Okwama. Some persons are still living in Okwama. They are living in the church in Okwama. But the IDP camp, with our register, we saw there's almost 800 persons are in the IDP camp already, which have been taken care of by government. And also the government have given instant action that the school in Okwama should be rebuilt within 3 months. The school will be built and commissioned. Then the health center will be built and commissioned within 3 months.
All right. What about their homes? When you say you want to turn the city to what it used to be, the people need to return home. To where? They're not going to return to a school. They're not returning to a hospital or whatever. So where would the people return to if they don't have a home?
Oh, to me, what the government did is that to set up, to start building the homes for the people, there must be healthcare available.
Yes.
So that is why they are starting with the healthcare. So, like when we went to Okwama the last time, we saw so many sick children in the streets of Okwama. To the extent we have to take some of them through the MD of one of the news media house. We took some of them to Ugele, to Warri, to get treatment. So the government saw that without a good healthcare center, without the school in place first, those are government properties. Like we know, the government properties that were destroyed will be built first before any other thing. So I believe the government of Delta State, they are also making out plans to start the building of the houses. First, before you build the house, we have to get a comprehensive report on how many houses were destroyed, how many buildings are we building. So it will take time. It's not something the government can just rush into. Now we know that a school is destroyed. Now we know that a health center is destroyed. So that can be easily replaced compared to the buildings of personal buildings of Kwama indigents.
Yeah, we appreciate that, and we really want to. We want to thank you for this great job well done. I really want to be very kind to you guys today. It's not one of those days where I am so, but I'm still going to ask you this difficult question. Have you people demanded for a holistic plan? Now you're not very sure of some of the things. That is my concern. I mean, you now know that they're going to be rebuilding the schools, they're going to be rebuilding the healthcare center, which is okay. Have at this point in time, Oborivori has promised, he's one of us. He has promised to rebuild the community. And have people demanded a blueprint of how it's going to be done and a kind of timetable? So from now to now, like you already said, within 3 months, that was a very good one. When are these people going to have a home? They're not going to be in IDP camp for so long. And so these are really, really important things that I think the UPU wing, you are not government, but you should be able to make this demand at this stage. Because we produce oil, we contribute to Nigerian oil, we deserve a better society.
Yeah, what I see is that in processes like this, you don't just rush into building. Like if you watch the news carefully, the Okwama leaders were selected to meet with the governor, and this coming week they will be meeting with the governor also. So I think, what are they discussing in the meeting? They are discussing things like this: how would they build Okwama? Let's get a comprehensive report on what was destroyed in Okwama and how we can go about it. How many people have their own houses in Okwama before now? Is this community that will give a report to the government so that the government can know how to assist. But what we'll be doing is that we'll be monitoring the process. The UPU Youth Wing President, Activist Blessed Ugere, has mandated me as the welfare director. I will be on constant conversation with the leadership of Okwama. In fact, I have made it as my own plans of the year that every 2 weeks I'll be visiting the IDP and visiting Okwama people so that we can know what the government is doing and what the government will, and also we'll be engaging with the government. This week we'll be meeting with the Chief of Staff, Government House. We'll be meeting with the Director of Special Project, Government House. These are part of our plans to meet with them, intimate with them, talk to them, engage with them, and see what are your plans for our people. And we believe the government have the people of Okwama, the interest of the people of Okwama at heart. So we must give them that kudos and give them time also. This thing happened within a short period, but we will not rush the government. We know there are processes in government. The NEC, the Executive Council must sit down, must look at it before anything can be approved. So we still need to give them time. While we at the UPU Youth Wing will be monitoring the process, both from the houses of the IDP, from the Okwama people, and even from the government. So we'll be reaching out to the government and the people and engage you with them steadily. I will always give you updates on what is going on. I will always speak to the press also.
Thank you very much. So, and that brings me finally, because
Daddy Chris, I want to ask some few questions.
Before that, Princess, just one last one, all right? So that I know, sorry, you know they're all hungry for you, so you got to be patient with us. So my final question is: this move you made now was okay. I'm happy to see this. How do you get donation? If we want to contribute, we are very many concerned people who want to be part of the welfare scenario in Okoma. How do we participate in it? In fact, my question is: who have supported you to date? We want to know. I know you guys managed to raise some money to buy what you buy now. How did you come about it? Who has supported you, and what kind of help do you be needing?
So the truth is that as welfare director, I've only put the concerns of the Robo people as part of my daily activities. It's not just the Okwama matter. We have done it before, where we move from campus to campus for our food bank program. So when this happened in Okwama, we have a general group where all Robo youth are. I think we have up to 2,000 Robo youth in that group. So I came out with a plan that we shouldn't wait for government. Why these our people are displaced? Let us be gathering what we can. So I think about 22 persons actually came in, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. We gathered this morning, give a comprehensive report to the donors that this is what we want to do, this is what we want to get, and that's how we raise the fund. Not that we were supported by anybody, apart from some companies that supported, some few companies. We didn't even write to them. It is the youth in the group that told them that, please, I want my company name to be part of this, those people that contributed to the Okama relief materials. We are still calling on well-meaning Nigeria, especially those in the UK, those abroad, to support the Okama people. They need us at this time. So, thank you.
Yes, it's okay. We'll come to that before the end of the show. I'm sure Princess had a couple of questions, and my people are here.
My question would be, sorry, I'm going to take you back a little. Daddy Chris is trying to hit on the home for the people, and you're saying that government will have to do the needful first. But let's not forget also that staying at the IDP camps and other places, would even make these people, we make them sick even more. And also, we've seen situation before in Abuja, in Benue, for instance, in Adamawa, where we have major issues, and then people were actually, redeployed, or maybe, carried to IDP camps, and at the end of the day, up to now, nothing has been done. They have been abandoned, and of course, they have been, forgotten as well. Even from the last flooding we saw in Kogi State, up to now, the people are still crying. They've not been able because their homes were destroyed. And so these are some of the issues that comes with IDP camps. The government tends to just feel okay, they are eating, and that is it. And we know also that Okoma community was brought down. That a lot of homes will be built, and a lot of issues will come. But sir, is there no way we can actually navigate this? In as much as we don't know who is building, whose land is it, but we have elders, we have people. I think maybe when we start from there, it will actually give the people more relief than the IDP camps. We're seeing that you did confirm that 800 people are there, but we know that they are actually more than that, and of course some would have find succor somewhere else. But we know we also have the aged people, young people that have nowhere to go to. So I really want us to focus more on homes for these people. There's something that comes with you being in your home. Whether or not you eat, you are okay in your home. Unlike you are in IDP camps where nothing anything can just happen. So my question would be, even at the IDP camps, are they management? Who is managing the place? How are they? Because 800 people in one place, feeding and all that. How is it like? Who is managing the people? How are we taking care of them? Apart from these, relief materials you didn't send to these people.
Okay. First, let me explain something for people to understand. Even building a house, it will take less than 3 4 months. Even if you rush the building of the house, it will take time to build the house. So, but why government is building these houses? Where would the common people be? Their safety first, not just about staying. Their safety. Remember what happened in Okama was a communal clash between another community. So these people are now vulnerable. They are open to attack now because they are already displaced. They are not organized again. So what the government saw is that instead of rushing to put them in Okwama or keeping them in Okwama, why don't we take them out of Okwama? As I speak to you, the children that are about the age to go to school, the enrollment, government is already enrolling them in schools around the Wutan so that they can be learning while they are in the IDP. Those that are doing trade, the government are also working at modalities to help them on their trade. Are you getting it? So in the IDP camp is a very large place that can accommodate up to 2,000. And when we went there for the food donation, the management of the IDP camp also took us around to places that the government will also be adding to the IDP camp to make sure they are comfortable. We saw some lapses there, of which we put a call through to the government, told them that these things ought not to be so. And as I speak to you, they have been corrected. So that is our duty, to be there between the. We are now middlemen between the government and the people of Okwama. So I can assure you, presently now, what the government is doing, the step they are taking, I think we should be patient with them, allow them do their best. Don't forget, the government are also local people. So they care more about the Okwama people, even more than some of us. But as I speak to you, things are all going to rebuild Okwama. Government has already set up Okwama building committee. So we must give the government some time to work things out. If you ask me these questions in 3 months' time, without a proper response, I don't think I will be live to talk to you. But for now, I can say the government are doing their best. Let's give them the benefit of that to see what they can really do for the Okwama people. While we support support personally from all over the world. Because the Okwama people, they need us right now. Even more than the government, they need us. If you watch the videos when we went to give them food, we were even dancing with the women. They were happy that at least for the first time they can rejoice. It's not all about the food and all that, but the time we spent with them, we made sure they were happy. We test with them, sing old Urobo songs, make sure that the people reflect back to the old memories of Urobo. So we must do our best to support them. So let's give government some time and see what they can do for our people.
You did talk about security now, that we have to consider their security first. And so at the IDP camp, what are the security measures that have been put in place so far?
To me, the IDP camp is one of the most secured places in Urobo land presently. Because
and where exactly is this IDP camp, Mr. Essay?
It's in the Egume town, just 10 kilometers away from Ugele town, Ugele main town. It's just 10 kilometers from Ugele town. Yes. So the security there is top notch. I must appreciate the government. Even as UPU Youth Wing, before we were allowed to enter the IDP camp, we have to be cleared. We have to be cleared before we go into the IDP camp. So to show the level of security the government has put in place there. Indigenous security, even the Okwama people, they are part of the management of the IDP.
Thank you so much. In fact, this is impressive. You just assured us, because I'm going to hold you to what you said, that in 3 months' time, we'll be asking you these difficult questions again. Because like Princess Riley said, we have stories, we have incidents where IDP camp, people are abandoned in IDP camp till today, they are still there. We don't want to come and people to be there, because we'll be shouting on you, UPU, we'll be crying on UPU, the youth wing, we're calling on your senior wing. I don't know what the youth and the senior wing, and we'll be doing that. But one important thing is really, I want you to, at this point, really talk to UPU around the world. All right, the question I asked you was a very deliberate question. I asked a question, how you managed to raise the food you took down to these people, meaning UPU Lagos, UPU UK, UPU America, Urobo people, well to do, they've not contributed to this. I'm not blaming them yet, but perhaps I'm going to ask you, you're the welfare officer now, you need to launch, or you have a plan in place to launch a donation of how you're going to raise this money. Because sometimes the Bible says, ask and you shall be given, seek and you shall find. Sometimes people need to be told, and we need to just know the right channel. I belong to Robo Renaissance Society. Sometimes I'm in the group, in the WhatsApp group. They do, I'm talking about WhatsApp group. We see eminent Robo people there. They have money. These are not people that will be worried with some. So if they raise that kind of money, I can assure you in a few days, a lot of money will come out. And I know UPU, if they raise it in the meeting in the UK, a lot of money will come out. I know some very well-to-do Robo people here who would be able to drop as many as 1,000, 2,000 pounds, not the kind of 1,000 they donated at home. Okwama people have suffered a lot. They now need us, like you rightly said. And it's time we're going to give it back to them. So, but it's going to still be up to your leadership to get us to do the job. So my first question is, have you engaged the rest of the UPU around the world? Have you engaged Robo people around the world? And even within the Robo nation, to see that these people that were abandoned, not to go and take Photoshop. I'm gonna go make trouble a little bit now. The last time this king of Okoma was arrested by the military, and when he came back, we saw the like of Amori taking a very good photo shoot with him, and it was on they put it on our Facebook. Nice. Today, the people are down. The people are back. They need people like Amori now to put hand in their pocket and contribute to the welfare, not to take pictures. And when the election comes, they come. So this is the time. This is the time. So I want to know what you guys are doing about this.
Presently, we are already making our plans to write to UPU, America, UK, Ireland, Malaysia, South Africa. So we have already, the letters are ready. And I think not on Tuesday, they should be getting our letters in batches. So we're writing to them, calling on them. But I know this Okwama matter is not all over the world. Everybody are aware of the Okwama matter. So where meaning Robo shouldn't even wait for UPU to write it to contribute. We have the last time the president in Ireland.
But you know also, Mr. Essay, you know also that they have to go through a channel. They have to go through a proper means. You can't just send money to who you don't know, or person you do not trust to deliver to the people. And so I think, like he said, maybe launching a program, and tagging it that this is for Kwama people, or I think this also will go a long way. And so everything should be channeled to a particular place. And so whether or not I come to you, as soon as I see this program, I know this is for this cause, and okay, I can make my contributions as well.
Yes, I agree with Princess, because until now, I wasn't aware that you guys started the campaign, the welfare campaign. So this is a good initiative. Now you're on Robo Television. They're going to find out about your next Srtv. You should be doing this on Robo Television anyway too, so that the people can know. You understand that this is going on, and once they know, I can assure you that there won't be problem in the terms of money. I can assure you. In fact, I remember the amount of money they raised when there was flood. Even when it didn't affect Robo that much, we worked with Isoko and all that to make sure we raise money. So, like you rightly said, the issue of Okoma is close to our heart. We want to see it. We want to see the one we even do, not only government. I've been very angry. I've been very hard on the government of Oboriwori. But it's time to be hard on ourselves now to say, hey, if there's no government, will they allow our own brothers to die? That's the question we are asking. So, but you still need to lead us. Like I always say, the children of Israel would have remained in Egypt had Moses didn't come out. So be the Moses, lead us to deliver the people of Okoma from hunger.
Okay, what we are planning is that we're planning like a GoFundMe account for the Okwama people. So by 3 o'clock today, I'll be meeting with the leadership of Okwama. I'll be discussing. They'll be coming to Uganda to meet with me. We'll be discussing on how we can arrange it. And if we are done with the processes and we are ready to launch it, I will still get back to you and let you know. But we must have a concrete plan. That's why we started in our own arrangement, so that people can see that is what we need to do. So, but like you said, it must be uniform. In case of anybody that sees, we just always, let's contribute this. We are contributing to Okwama so that it will not be a scattered nation. So I understand what you are saying. By 3 o'clock today, I will be meeting with some leaders of Okwama. We'll be discussing some of these things, and hopefully I will get back to you and update you on how we have come up with a plan to raise money for the Okwama people.
Like I said, I'm very grateful today. Like I said, it's not one of those days when I'm going to be hard on you guys. I'm really impressed to see the movement, what you guys are doing. We want to thank you. We want to use the mouth of Robopo to thank you, the executive, the youth wing. I've not seen our president, though. One would have expected that the president himself, I'm saying this now because I'm going to say it again and again. So I better say it to your face, Mr. Youth, the youth side, that one would have expected that the senior president, this should be his concern. Like I rightly said, this should be the concern of not only the youth. I know you're working with your senior team, but would have been expected. Anyway, I'm going to give you some few days. One will expect that people like High Chief Amori, who welcomed the king with a handshake, and it was all on Facebook, will come out today and say, this is what I'm giving to Okoma people. Put your mouth where your pocket, where your money is. That's not what they say. So we're gonna do that, all right? We're really gonna be challenging them. But like you rightly said, please, it's not a question of later even. I think it's a phone call right now. President, we need this. President, we need it. That's why we are one people. It's not a begging. It is a thing we need to do. It's our duty. It's our responsibility to give back. I always say to people when we're in Europe that most of us married white people before, and we had an issue because when wife will be quarreling with you, say, hey, it's a moral obligation. It's what we do. We take care of our families. You understand? So this is what we're going to do here. All right? So let us come out. We will not be failing in our responsibility. I can tell you, if you bring this in and drop it in some group here that I belong to, a lot is going to happen. So I do know that, and if you reach them, they will act. So we will expect that after your meeting by 2 o'clock, you come up with a package, not make it. In fact, all of them will be doing their own while you do the general one. Every group will do their own. And please do well to publish it. Because the Bible said what God eats is food. God does not eat our food. His food is praises. That's why if you want to please God, you praise him. Even when David don't do what it is, take people wife, you go praise God before no, God don't give up. So please praise those that took their time to do the needful by contributing. Announce it in the least they can do, so we can appreciate them. If you bring them here, we'll help you to appreciate them. Thank you so much. Welfare, you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Say hello to your president.
Thank you so much, Mr. S.A. Agbobore. He's the Welfare Director, UPU Youth Wing. Like when I called the president, he did say, and I said that this your welfare officer is always running from interviews. He said, no. I know you are talking about. It's not SA. SA will always stand out. And I am glad you were able to make it here today. Thank you so much. We'll always bring you here again, like you already made a promise here to the viewers that you will always go there every two weeks to check how they are doing. And so we'll love you also to talk to the people, to know about their stay there, their welfare and everything about them as well. That would be an amazing thing. And each time you go, try as much as possible to get back to us, and I will be checking on you as well. But thanks for all you do. Thanks to the youth wing. Thanks to the president. We see you and we know what you do. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
All right, people. That is one little conversation with S.A. Agbobore.
Agbobore.
That is it. In fact, when you go
But
back,
I thought you are from Kurubu.
I'm a proper one. I'm an elder Urubuma. Sorry that
We do not go there. Even me, that I'm way younger. I can speak Robo more than him. Like
Jesus, I left Roboland more than 30-something years ago. I left before most of you were born. All these people, I left the land before many of you were born. So don't blame me. I'm a 57 years old man. Anyway, that is by the way. These children are accusing me. They don't know when I left. I've been away. Anyway, I'm actually keeping in touch and I'm managing it. I can speak Robo. It's only some of the pronunciation. Don't forgive me for that. Anyway, I say I beg to be forgiven. All right. It is Wake Up Nigeria. No, this is the weekly bulletin. It is part of Wake Up Nigeria. Still, it's what we do every Saturday when we take a look at what is going on in the country. And I'm happy that we've been able to bring you some of this wonderful news. But I think it's time for us to take a look at some of what has happened within the week. Then we'll take a look at the newspaper review. What has happened within the week? What is really going on in Nigeria? Are we making progress? Let's take a look at some of the headline news, please.
I think one of the highlights that I'm excited about will be the labor movement, and their, much talked about strike, which will be commencing on Monday, even though the federal government is now pleading for more time for them to actually, meet their demands.
This is the 31st is past. 31st is past, and they're pleading for more time.
Yes.
About day.
And even labor actually gave them is still giving them the grace of today and tomorrow, but on Monday it's going to be a total shutdown in Nigeria. And of course, we also saw the Sanusi and Ado Bayero Emir, the Emirates tussle that is still actually ongoing. And yeah, as of yesterday, the CGN also summoned these, judges in Kanu over to Abuja over that conflicting order coming from here and here, meanwhile confusing the people and the kingdom as well. And as well, we saw, the Fubara also and Wike issue still there, back and forth. We saw that the River State government actually declared vacant 25 pro Wike, lawmakers, their seats vacant already. And so that was a major issue we actually discussed yesterday. And we had our guest yesterday actually standing by Wike that Fubara had no right to step on Wike's toe. In the game of politics, you have to always be loyal, and Fubara has actually crossed the line. We had that discussion yesterday, and of course, we have other trending issues as well. But these are some of the very, topic. And of course, we had the sit-at-home order that actually claimed the life of soldiers yesterday or 2 days ago, and now and we're still waiting for the army. Yesterday, I did say here, we saw the Okoma incident, and now we're not seeing this one. But we know that I don't want to say we're on a national TV, but I feel like what was meted on Okoma people was actually horrible. Now we've seen also the same scenario where the sit-at-home order. Now we've seen we cannot ascertain how many soldiers were killed. I don't want to use the numbers which we saw on the media, the print media yesterday. So I'm just going to say soldiers were killed. And now we're still waiting for the reaction of the army military towards that action. That was a major issue also that happened. And then we've been seeing building collapse here and there, especially in Lagos. Building collapse that is actually claiming the lives of people. Don't forget that we already have on board our engineer that will be talking to us maybe on Monday on building collapse, the rate at which buildings are collapsing, especially in Lagos. And then we also have the rainy season coming up. And then a major issue now that has to do with everybody this week was the first year anniversary of our dear president and some of the governors. We could see that the Oborewori also did shamelessly, did a massive Thanksgiving. I don't know where that they actually learned that from. That after 1 year, you have to bring people together, people congratulating them. I don't know where that is coming from. I don't know if that is governance to them. That's one major issue. And of course, now the one that is now affecting the ordinary Nigerian citizen is the hike in price of we're still seeing the fuel, and now there's no way to buy tomatoes. We know that tomatoes has been something for the common home. Everybody we use fresh tomatoes to just make normal student rice and all that, but now we can't buy anything. You can't even go there. They are not saying the price in fuel high, insecurity, and of course, price and fertilizer as well is the cause of that. So these are some of the issues that actually top our news this week. Daddy Craze.
Oh, thank you, Princess, for that comprehensive lowdown of what has happened within the week. But quite funny. I really want to touch a little bit on them. Let's take a look at Fubara. Fubara, in fact, I think from the point of law, if those guys were the members of House of Assembly, were they voted to come and serve Wike, or they voted to come and serve their own people in the government for their own people or for Wike, this is shameful. I don't know who is defending Wike here, but I don't care what the trouble is. But I'm talking of the speaker, of those members that went to the House of Assembly, voted for by the people to go and represent their own people. And this is how they represent their people. They went to represent Wike or their own people. That's a question you guys have to ask yourself. Because government is not supposed to be easy. You get into a government, you want one man voted in among many to talk for your own people. Now, because of Wike or the crisis between Wike and this, now you've been absconding, you've not been doing your duty. I wonder what the people have to say. Of course, Wike appointed you, so it's time to pay Wike back. You're a shame. I don't understand this. Maybe it's me. Princess, Mary.
Mary was here yesterday on the show. Daddy Chris were not on the show. We had a guest yesterday that was actually, fighting to terminate, trying to make us understand why Fubara shouldn't have stepped on the toes of Wike. That in the game of politics, Fubara is supposed to remain loyal. That there was a
The
pact,
game of
there was an
Nigerian
agreement.
politics. The
That's
game of
an
Nigerian
agreement.
politics where they serve themselves, where there's celotocracy.
No,
Because
that
there's no election in Nigeria.
there must be an agreement before Fubara emerged the winner. That I believe it was Wike. He wasn't supposed to come there and start doing his own. So we thought he was kind of supporting Wiki and the whole thing. So he was like that's not it. That when you have an agreement with asking that.
But as far as I'm concerned, Mary, that was a total support, on the part of Steve that came on the show. You can't tell me that you are not blaming Fubara for not abiding by that agreement or by stepping on the toes of Wike, that Fubara went too far. But I was trying to tell him as well that Fubara only reacted just a few weeks ago. We have been saying that Fubara, fight back. You need to fight back. If not, you have the people actually suffering, the people of the states. And at some point, like I will always say, when you push somebody to the wall, they won't have any option than to turn back and face you. And that is what Fubara has been doing.
Let's get one thing. I'm going to ask Fubara. Is Fubara meant to work for Wike or work for the people? That is his question. And if he has to make a decision, if he's working for the people and Wike is not towing the line, Wike should go and remain in Abuja while Fubara will run the state. If he fails, Fubara is your government. It's not Wike's government. Wike has done his own. He was dancing all this one during his time. His dancing time is over. It's time for all to see you dancing with the project you will commission. And not that I support stupid commissioning of project. But hey, if that is the way to go in Nigeria, this is your time. This is not Wike's time. I'm happy you standing by. You're taking finally you are now. I always say something. I say sometimes the best defense is attack. I said to Fubara, the best defense is attack. By the time the court, EFCC is pursuing Wike, he will have enough trouble. He will not have time to deal with you. EFCC, there's a lot of money Wike must have mismanaged.
And Chris, how long will they be fighting this? It's affecting concentrating. He's not doing the needful because they have to fight Wike and Wike is making. Remember, he's not only fighting Wike. And it looks as if this people say
I don't understand what is going on with this your phone. No? And sometimes your sound will come and go, sound come and go, and we want to hear what you're saying at the flow. Anyway, yeah, we can hear you, but when you talk,
Daddy Chris, what Mary is trying to say is that they can't keep fighting because the more they fight, the more the people suffer, and the more the state is left unattended to.
Yeah,
of course.
But this is a fight. This is a fight that is sometimes when you have sickness, you don't invite sickness, but when sickness fall on you, you treat it. We can Fubara need to treat this sickness, but Wike is a pain on the backside. He needs to be treated. He needs to get the treatment. I am for Fubara 100%. You see, this is how the state of Delta State has never made progress. Until Okowa have to say to Ibori, stay at home. You understand? Because all the while, Ibori left government, he brought to Udwan. You understand? Udwan served his time. Now, he brought Okowa. Okowa served his time. Now you bring in the people are saying no. If people cannot say no, thank you, Okowa, for putting a stop to that. You know what I love? It's not as if I prefer Boribori. Edelia would have been a better governor. But I said no, because I don't want this selectocracy. Who are you to keep selecting for us? Are you God? Since when did you join politics? In fact, this is the rubbish. Who is Wike of yesterday? Wike was hungry a few years back. A hungry man. And today Wike is now a very rich man, controlling the affairs of a whole state. So the destiny of all the people in River State is only Wike that is more important. Wike go to hell. In fact, Fubara, it's time to fight back. And I'm with you 100%. You cannot continue to do this to people. Selectocracy have to stop. In fact, I'm going to talk to those of you in Edo State right now. Selectocracy is on the way again. I don't care what it is. The problem with this selectocracy is that When they select them, they tell them what to do. Look at Okowa now and Oboriwori. Oboriwori have no say. The project this man is celebrating are the project Okowa asked him to do. Okowa was so strategic to set up this project. It's a very crafty devil, as you see that Okowa. He set up this project. Now, Oboriwori have to finish it. Oboriwori have not started his own project, other than that one. And that's why he said, oh, I'm a man. Let me go and do the money worry. I carry one university to my village. Is that what the government is? And I had the budget advice on. I want to speak to them. We cannot speak everything, so no one will hear me. I'm ashamed. You understand? And this is what selectocracy brings in. That's why I said to them, even when I saw the thing that was going on too, that's why I was relaxed. Because at the end of the day, when Ibori didn't have his way, Ibori now started to support Omagege, still the same trouble for the state. Until a neutral person with his own mind, with his own ideology, comes in to turn the state around. Because, okay, the question I ask is, what has Ibori and the Ibori government, Odunawa government and Okowa government done to deserve more continuity? When will you continue to follow that destiny? Exactly what is going on now in Rivers. What has Wike done other than lavish money on stupid bridges? That state, in fact, Rivers State is one of the richest states in the country. Look at them. You cannot talk about, I asked a question, just before you go ask me, I asked Wike, and Wike take me anywhere. Since you were in the state for so many years, you said that you earn a lot of money. Show me one project that you put the money in that is not making money for Rivers State. Show me one money that you spend money on that is not making money. Okowa, that one I want to be deputy president. Man, tell me what Okowa did in Delta State that is not bringing money for Delta State. No. You know what they do? Collect money, spend. Collect money, spend. Is that the government? That is the one who clapping up. In fact, Nigeria will not leave me alone. I'm ashamed. A reasonable government will think of how our children are going to eat. You know, sometimes, Princess, I always say to you, the houses you see in England today were built by forefathers. Those people are gone. We are enjoying it. We have nothing to show. My father built houses. Even this generation, the one they built there, we are the most greedy generation. This is the most. In fact, it's only this generation that you see the highest number of people using private jet. In a time when Nigeria is going down, that's when you have more idiots using private jets. Watch them, they are politicians. They own banks. Watch them, they are people that stole money from us. And they are there. And these are the same people that want to control our life again and again. What have they done? If they don't, what they did, we don't have good schools. There is hardly no any politician in Nigeria today who doesn't have a school. Ibori had. Tell me who doesn't have a school.
Actually,
President before. They are making a lot of money from schools.
Actually, Mary, don't forget that yesterday I was trying to, argue with our guests that if you say that there was a pact or there was an agreement that Fubara is supposed to have understood the power of agreement. So if politics is not for the faint-hearted, that means that and I told him that's why we are where we are as a country, because of this godfatherism, this paddy government.
That's how our vote is not counting.
I said because the moment you go into the office and you find out that this thing that I agreed to or I actually thought is going to be like this is not going this way and it's not in favor of the state, or you as the governor, or you are no longer having your say, so you don't have a right to even question your how do you call them? Yes. So you don't have a right to question them. You don't have a right to ask them what's going on or why is it like this. I said, so we'll continue to be in that place since we have the likes of our guest yesterday that will be supporting the likes of Wike, feeling that Wike has been insulted. Wike has been Fubara has stepped on the toes of Wike.
The question I would have asked him is, who is Wike?
You are just supporting Wike. He knows.
No, but the question is, who is he? The question is, who is he? In fact, this is the good thing here. Our prime minister, oh my God, come to England, see the life of politicians. They walk on the same path with you. They use the same train with you. You understand? They don't use private jets. The current prime minister of England is a rich man. It's only in England you see somebody resigning from government to go and do his own business, and he's not making enough money, can't pay his bills with the money from government. The reverse is the case in Nigeria. The question I asked, who was Wike before he became governor? All these people now look at their record and look at when they finish government, they begin to have private jets.
And that was some of the issues we discussed yesterday. Don't forget also that Wike has been a thorn in the flesh of Amechi, his master, as well. And so one good turn will always deserve another. Even though I guess right to corner it, that's another case, the case of Wike and Amechi, or Srtv Phillips and Abaseki. It's not the same thing. It's a different scenario and all that. Anyway, we move from Wike and his troubles.
Yes. And another interesting thing is, please let us look at President. I've said it again and again, but I think one cannot go away without the insult on labor. You understand? There was an agreement. They've been deliberating for a month now. The president promised on May 1st to address the issue of minimum wage. It wasn't done. It was given to the 31st of the month to talk to us on how much we're ready to pay us as a people. And now government is thinking that this is a favor. I do understand the government. They cannot pay this money. The question is, why can't you pay? Labor can never go back. Maybe this is the time for our government to start to think. It is time. No, I'm not supporting everything that we should go on strike, but we need this strike. The strike is needed not for us to just sit at home, but for us to think, how can the government pay this money? Our minimum wage is going to be 1 million naira. The government is going to pay the money if and only if, when and only when our government start to make money.
And
right now, they're not making money. They're not making money. That's my problem. And we will sit at home until the government change into making money. We have enough resources to make money. We have enough people to work the work and bring out the money. Until the government know that until we have to go and work and make money, there's no way the government can pay. What is going on now is just like every state government. Simply said, this is what is going on in that country. Oil is sold, the money come, we spend it. How can the government pay with that? How can you pay? The people working, are they making money? The answer is no. Princess, go to the ministries, they're not making money. Go to the parastatals, they're not making money. Yeah, Princess, so if a police, you know what, let me tell you one thing. The Metropolitan Police is registered with the company house. They pay tax. No, quote me. The Met Police in England, they registered with company house. They pay their own tax. That's why when you drive, you speed past this, they will stop you. They will write you your check. You have to pay the fine. They need to make money. Police make money in England. That is how much you can think about it. The Nigerian government is used to eating. In fact, they behave like people that win lottery. But you guys didn't win lottery. So how are you going to pay this money? So the argument, this story will continue until our government starts to make money. And until we have a government that is thinking of how to make money, we remain where we are. Not Tinubu. Tinubu is not going to be solution to our problem. It's impossible. He doesn't have a clue. Not to worry. That one is a sleeping. He went to Asaba to sleep. None of them. Until you have a governor that is understand that I have to work and make money, and I will not wait for the federal government allocation, the state will remain where they are. And that is the problem we're facing now. And we need to be very, very clear on this. And I really want to engage the government. Anybody on this issue. Labor, whatever you like, you could go on strike. You can keep asking the government. They don't have. You can't give what you don't have. The government doesn't have it. The government does not have it. So the strike should be geared towards saying, government, it's time for us to start to make money. And we must, it's not to strike to pay us the money. You are saying to government, now make money. How can I come to work and I don't make money for you? When do you employ me? Is the government not stupid? Why will I employ people that will not make me money? I will stop all of them.
Because even the government also, they are dormant. They do nothing. They only wait for that, oil money to come. They share and they go home. You can imagine that we're talking about Tinubu. How did I even miss the national anthem that was a major issue this week? Now,
I don't know how
talk
you managed to
about
miss
1 year in office of the president, and people are still telling you that it is not enough yet to, to judge a government. And the National Assembly, I'm talking about the lawmakers and of course the Senate, has never risen on any issue, discussion, topic or whatsoever on the 1 year anniversary of the president. All they could do was to bring, enforce what is not even what we're not actually looking for right now. And so, as far as I'm concerned, as far they continue to wait for oil money to share the money, you won't have to blame these workers.
No, I agree.
When the head is bad, what becomes of the body?
I agree. Look at this guy said everything leads. He said we need a strike. What did the government do with the subsidy money? I disagree. There's money. There's no money, son. The money is not enough. No, you see, this is the problem. Yes, there's oil subsidy money. They've shared it around among themselves. It's not enough. It's not only Tinubu that is taking the money. Shared it among your governors. And to the local government, which the government now keep. So the governments are richer now than ever before. Our governors are richer than ever before because they're getting a lot of more money from join the up subsidy. That's why they are not talking. Have you heard anything from the governors? Do you ever see them complain? Because part of the money goes to them. This subsidy money, it goes to the governors. So that's why Tinubu will be saying, what are the governors doing about it? You see, the truth is that money is not enough. Oh God, I've never heard any better.
It's not even about whether the money is enough that decrease. It's about accountability. You coming out to tell us. You already said that we can no longer fund this project. We can no longer do this. We do not have the resources. And now that means that money that was actually meant for this will now be used for something more useful. But up to now, no accountability. Nobody asks anybody questions.
That's what I'm saying.
The lawmakers and the senators are supposed.
The federal government is sharing it with the state. That's why you see the speaker, one of the speakers in the House of the Niger State is marrying more wives.
How did I even forget the local government autonomy topic that is still trending? Because as of yesterday, the Supreme Court is giving the governor 7 days ultimatum to file their defense. Otherwise, they will take any action they want to take against them. And as of today, the governors are still very adamant. They are not letting go. They are so holding on to the local government.
In fact, Princess, they are very lucky. As of today, you know what the governors, you know what my proposal? They should be given voucher, not cash. Oh, this is why we have the problem. No state should be getting cash from the federal government. They should be given voucher to pay their bills. What are they going to do with the money? Is it not to run the affairs of the state? Is it for them to go and buy new jets? Look at Okowa, have a bank. All of them. Because these guys, Princess, you don't understand how much these guys are making. It's unfortunate. You guys can't get it. If the money coming to local government is 400 million each, times 25 local governments in Delta State, and you only give them 50 million, meaning you're getting 350 times 10, 25. Now when they go to government pocket first, in security for this 2-point-something billion. The government is rich. The money that will go to the somebody, how? In fact, not even 10% go to the somebody. The other one stay with governor. The man is a very big office. The office of the governor is a huge office. I'm exaggerating it. But if not lie, tell us how much you will get. And these things we're saying now, they know. And these people, you are blaming the federal government for not paying salaries. What is Oboriwori doing? Did Oboriwori come to tell us that he's going to wait for federal government allocation to pay us our salaries? These things that we are talking now, until we understand the government. In fact, if I were to be a governor, I would run my state differently. I won't wait for federal government. That's why Emmanuel Edijala, he said that he will not even touch that money coming from the federal government for the first 4 years, for the first time in office. In his first 2 years in office, he has a plan. He might not be able to implement them, but he has a plan. Oboriwo didn't have any. Oboriwo no more agenda to continue with 20 Ibori. From Ibori to that to Kowa, now Ibori. 24 years wasted. More than no best. It's going to be 32 years. 32 years, Mary, people when they marry for 32 years, where they be? People when they born 32 years ago. This thing we are talking now, that's about when you were born, Mary. They never born you that time.
They have not born me. Even my elder brother, they have not born him that time.
Thank you. So now you see what I'm saying? We live through this time, my daughter. That's why I have a story. I have the whole story in my palm here. The government of Delta State have never made money. Nigerian government have never made money. During Obasanjo was trying to do something. Obasanjo was trying to run an economy. That's why he paid the debt. He didn't go into massive production, but Obasanjo was reforming. He was going on reforms. But what they never learned is what Peter Obi taught us. We should move from sharing revenue to sharing production. In fact, the next year that we're coming, Tinubu should tell us Delta State should produce also quantity of gas. This is the money to do so. You understand? Niger State should produce also volume of food. This is the money to do so. You don't give these people blank check. They're going to marry new wives. They don't understand anything. That's why what is Wike fighting in Rivers? Tell me what Wike is fighting. Does he love the people of Rivers so much? Is that why he's fighting Fubara? Is the money he's fighting?
Money.
We already know that Wike is I want to agree to an extent with the guest we had yesterday that said there was actually an agreement. We know how much budget that is going to Rivers State as one of the oil producing states. We know that it's a very rich state. And of course, Wike also did whatever he wanted to do willingly in that state. You know, Wike is always the person that feels that I'm untouchable, I am stubborn, I can do whatever I want, I can cause trouble.
Don't worry, Princess.
When he was fighting Amechi,
They will touch him soon. They will touch
Yes,
him. Fubara is too quiet, but Fubara is going to bring this Wike down.
And do you know now that he was actually hoping, perhaps, I'm not saying that's the correct thing, but perhaps he was actually hoping that, okay, once I am out, if I pull somebody like, of course, our guest did say yesterday that Fubara is a loyalist to Wike over the years now. And that means that was the reason Wike actually brought him on board, somebody he can actually, control, meaning he will still be ruling the state from behind. And since Fubara is not refusing that is not the problem they are having. And we know that if for instance, I said it yesterday, if they were not fighting, you wouldn't be hearing statement from Fubara that Wike is owing so much debt, Wike has done this, something like this, and the state has gone wrong. So sometimes when they fight, we are happy as well because the truth tends to.
I'm the one dancing. Princess, I'm dancing. This fight, oh God. If anybody is still enjoying it, that decrease is when I sleep at night. When I remember Wike and Fubara fight, I begin to smile. I'm waiting for.
You're not considering the people in that state, though.
If you see me for sleep, if not see me,
I think it's actually good for the people. Now, Wike, all the while we say, even the people from the state, they've been praising him. He's a roadmaster, Mr. Projects, and all that. And now we've seen that he's not owing, the state is owing so much, all thanks to Wike. We're not seeing statement from the sitting governor, meaning unlike the likes of Kogi State governor that will be hiding their former governor because they are still doing party government. We are now seeing that the fight is actually making people to know the truth. And there is still a lot of things that will come out. Don't forget.
Listen, the former president of the United States has been found guilty. He might go to prison. I'm talking of
Donald Trump.
A former president of the biggest country in the world, the most powerful country in the world, yet Nigeria could not fish out a small criminal. Something is wrong with us. We couldn't fish out a small criminal. There's no qualification for it. We're ashamed.
And that is because you know that there's immunity also covering this present governor.
So the immunity is what is used to cover.
No. Immunity is covering him. That means that there's limit to there's limit to access. You can't access him 100%. And now that he questioned, he's the one shading the past governor. That is how to be difficult. You cannot access the governor anyhow because both their governor and ministers, there is also this immunity clause that I'm always confused about.
this guy is the most foolish governor, foolish person. How long does Yaya Bello think he can hide?
As young as he is, though.
For as long as he can stay somewhere and enjoy the small dollar he still have in the dollars and the pounds, of course. When it's done, maybe he will come out.
No, anytime he dey kiss any woman, when he go hear EFCC, I go court. The guy is going to die soon. I swear. I swear. I swear, it's not a peace. Listen, let's go on a quick break, young women. When we come back, we're going to follow this discussion. We'll take a look at some of the newspapers, some of the headlines. It's already 5 minutes past 1 o'clock. This is supposed to be an hour show. But let us just quickly do that and rush through the papers. We have the law. We continue on Monday. Let's go.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of arts and culture, entertainment, business, and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion, and businesses.
Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5. OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024.
Tickets are available at eventbrite.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com
or call +4407 459 513 619 or +4420 3623 8755.
Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com/Nigerian Week 2024.
Come and experience a nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people.
Yes, welcome back, people. I'm here with my ladies. Mary is right there in Abuja, kinking, Mary, I didn't observe your hair. It's not the one that, it was this high one before. Now it's right back.
I did something simple.
That the Chris, and look at Princess. You guys, you are strong with it. Anyway, it's a beautiful day.
I did something simple. You will not notice it though.
No, it's not everything I see. Sometimes old age. Thank God I get glasses. My glasses is back. I'll be watching you guys. So that your husband will pay me more. Otherwise, it will not be like this. If I not the observed, they go underprice the dowry. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the papers because really we don't have a lot of time. Let's take a look at some of the dailies before we round up the show because we said 1 hour. It should not be more than 1 hour 30 minutes, people. So
is there any need to take the punch? I should just leave it and go for another paper.
Why not? Anyone you think we're gonna rush through them? I think there's
okay. The punch is still about the minimum wage. That is the big story. Federal government pleads for time as indefinite strike begins on not solution. Labor must show understanding. Coming from the minister. Fuel scarcity. 10% vow to join strike. And you can find all the story on page 4. Here we have a story that says sit at home. Residents panic as army vows to crack down on soldiers' killers. Well, that story is on page 10. We have another story that I impregnated my wife. Didn't buy triplets. 7 for the Punch newspaper. And
what did the man say in this story these days now? Because I was about to ask you that question. These two women. These days, when Nigerian men, you have a child for 30 years, and the next minute the child is not your own. That man is so proud. What is he saying? We don't know whether now.
Like they were accusing him of buying triplets, like maybe buying the children.
Okay, they're accusing him of buying them. That is another game.
They not buy them. Sir?
That is the one that impregnated the wife.
Yes, he's using the wheelchair. It doesn't work now. Ayefele, that musician from the West. He's a musician from the West. Right. So there's another story that says demands of
it's a team on air personality as well. He has a radio station that the then governor demolished, and I think he's now built another one. We know then that he actually, the wife had a triplet, and there was so much joy. So I don't know, even the children look so much like him. So I don't know who would want to be saying such a thing.
Maybe
We
because they say
know.
that it don't work. Maybe
Mhm.
that's why. You know, even during his music videos, he's always on the picture. So that's it. Another story says demands of NSAS are there on page 27 of the Punch newspaper. Nigerian foreign students not part of loan scheme coming from federal government, and that's on page 7.
They can never be part of it. They can
Okay.
never. I'm sorry. Only when you're on scholarship, you're on scholarship. It's not meant for foreign students. The loan scheme, you know why? Let's be sincere on this matter. Very important. I blame no government on this. If you could take that amount of money out of the country to come and study alone, think of the rest. Is your
Yes.
head bigger, better than every other person? I see. I'm going to run a very blunt government. You know, I may run for the office of the president someday, and this is not the kind of things I want to see, because you cannot take one person. If you cost Nigeria, you think it's your money, yes, but that is Nigeria's money. If a child leave the country and it costing us £50,000 per year, minimum per student, 50,000.
I think even foreign students should not even think about it. We
About
should not
it.
even go there. The fact that you don't want to, you don't want to learn in the four corners of Nigeria is reason enough for you to say you're going abroad. That means you have the money, the resources to.
To
You
do
can't
so.
put that burden, that weight on the government. So the ones
No.
that don't have anybody to cater for them, can't travel, they should actually be allowed to enjoy these, benefits now they are now having.
Thank you. And
And
this
there's a
person,
story here also that says fuel scarcity, black art looms as Tumpeng Pengerson vow to join strike. It's going to be a very long week come on Monday, Mary, for you people over there.
long week with Labour, Nupeng, Pegasus, Okpetu. In fact,
Nigerians are the
I
strongest. We're
don't
always ready. We're always ready for them. Anything
And
not to
even
be.
though and even though the federal government is pleading for more time, and even a certain minister is saying that Labour must show understanding. It's shameful, when I hear such comments coming from, our political leaders or our office holder, public office holders. For how far Labour has been going back and forth with the government on this issue. So coming to say Labour should show understanding, I don't understand what you're trying to do.
what kind of
60,000 naira is unthinkable. So
yes, if the government is thinking of a solution, yes, but what they're saying is we cannot pay. No, give us time. We are making so money. Give us a clear plan. You don't have it. You don't qualify to rule us. That's why this strike is all about. And listen, no princess, something is happening here. They sit at home. Resident, my face want to come people. We just interview people now.
I was going to go to that story
Yes,
immediately. That
that they
sit at home resident panic as army vows crack down on soldiers, killers. Like I
Please.
said it earlier on the show, even yesterday I said it as well. In as much as we don't want a repeat of what happened at Okwama, we don't want the innocent people. I already said it yesterday that innocent people are going to suffer. And don't forget that this is a state where we have the elderly, the children, the pregnant women, the vulnerables, the handicapped as well. And so we know we're already appealing. A lot of people from different quarters have been appealing. Let's not see a repeat of what happened at Tacoma. Go after the killers, not innocent citizens or youth. Maybe you see somebody having a dreadlock or a tattoo, and you feel this is the killer. No, find a way to crack down on these people and do not touch people in that community or that place. We already know that, of course, killing a soldier, you've invited the trouble, and I think, but the painful part is that those people will not even be around there. Like I will always say, they would have
Yes.
gone very far from there.
like
I
the
mean,
governor of the
it's
state,
about thing
Alex
to.
Oti actually said, if you can actually provide the killer of this soldier of 25 million naira, and people have been complaining. And this one that has say, okay, he's going to pay this person and say that's the person because they want to collect the money. because there was one person that they posted to Abia State for. They was telling me that it has been shooting throughout yesterday, that they are running from one place to another because they know that these people will definitely come out.
They will. The soldiers will come.
Yes, they cannot walk anyhow.
The problem with military is they don't understand sympathy. You understand? They're not trained that way, and that's the problem. The question I always say is, these are not peacekeeping people. If they want to go on a peacekeeping mission, let them go on international peacekeeping. Let them guide our borders. Train our police to do their job. Oh. At the end of the day, no matter what we say today, military will crack down on that community. People will die. Innocent people will die. In fact, the question is, does our life matter, President Tinubu? Nobody will come out and tell you that it is right to kill a military. But military should not even be there in the first place. Let us know where they belong.
What's the essence of the sit at home? Because I'm not seeing any impact of this sit at home. The only thing that this sit at home is doing is
and that is a question for those people. Yeah, that's a question for those people.
But isn't this a ghetto words, the release of Nnamdi Kanu?
No progress able to release him. And they are
but I think Kanu should be released, and that's not the point.
Maybe that is why they are doing all what they are doing.
Yes. And sometimes, like I said someday on this show, that sometimes we don't ask the Boko Haram why they do what they do. You understand? They have a reason. Why don't we address it? For me, this is my take on this. Nigeria is a very big country. If you don't want to stay in a Sharia state, move out from there. Go to a place where you can live. If you know the law on this state doesn't favor you, Nigeria is a big country. Move. Sell your things. Take your time. They will give you time to sell and move. Because some people, if the majority want Sharia, who are you to challenge them? That is on one side. And the same thing with these Kano people. If these people want their leader to be released, why the hell are you keeping Kano? Kano is of no use for you there. It's a threat to national security. Where is Sunday? Is Tinubu treating this country differently? As the Igbo, the Igbos and the Yoruba, are they different? Because Sunday was having the same issue with Kano. Now Sunday is abroad with his family enjoying. Now the agitation for the Yoruba nation is still there. Let us be clear.
Yes, it has calmed down because Sunday has been released and he's now in Germany actually enjoying relaxing with his family.
Princess, it was not 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago that we saw some people invading in Oyo or Osun for Yoruba state, for Yoruba nation. They want to have their own nation. Did we kill all of them? Is Sunday is enjoying somewhere? So if the people want, in fact, there's a civilized way to do this. I personally don't like the way the Yoruba people have been treated in the country. We have 15 population. We don't have a state. I'm angry, but I'm going to go into violence. No, but I'm going to look for a legitimate way to embarrass the government and continue to embarrass them. That's what I expected Kano to do. In fact, you guys need Kano more than even to put him in prison. Because Kano can talk to these people, he can make them have an organized movement, and he knows the implication of terrorism. And of course, he must have made 1 or 2 mistakes, because when you begin to make utterances that does it, that's why the government is scared. But now Kano must have learned his lesson. But keeping him there is the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing you can do. Kano is not...
Anytime they grant him interview, you will never see any fear in him. He's also talking. He's not even succumbing. That is the problem. The last one, he was even quoting the constitution for them as if he was a lawyer. So that's what people are saying, that the man is not even.
Yeah, but what the man is fighting for a cause. I don't agree with you, Mary. The man is fighting a cause. He might be doing it wrongly, but the question is, are you addressing that issue? I don't want to go back to the history of the Biafran War. All right? Some set of people fought in this country. They died, you understand? And they surrendered. At the end of the day, 20 naira was given to them, to the Igbo men. And I can be quoted, maybe history judge me correctly. I can say certain things on this show that will amaze you people. There were some road, maybe Igbo road, in those days. During the war, a lot of these people were killed. They had their own mistake, and Nigeria had their own mistake. There's need for proper reconciliation. That issue has never been addressed. That is not to say Kanu have the right to misbehave. No. But hey, you cannot treat a people
The
in
prison
that way.
apart from Kanu. Apart from, it's just because Kanu she's in Onisha there. She's among this Biafra agitation stuff. She has been there for more than 4 years. Like her sister said,
But
people
my
that
question
are in
is,
the
if
prison till
Biafra
now.
agitation is not going to, it's not, we don't need a, I always say to people, I don't support Biafra state. I don't support Yoruba state. If I'm fighting for the unification of Africa, not even a division of Nigeria. So I'm not in support of that. But that's not to say there should not be justice. There should be internal justice. So that people, in fact, here today in this country, in the country I live, the Scottish people are still trying to live. They want to, princess, if the Scottish people have the chance, part of Scotland want to leave United Kingdom. They want to be free. You understand? And it is still, it's an agitation, but it is done in a civilized way through a referendum. And that's how it works.
Anyway, we hope that the army, we know that they are fuming right now, but they should do that in the right way so we don't have a repeat of what happened at Tacoma. Mary, can we move to the Vanguard newspaper? There is a very interesting news, the headline here.
I have a message for this guy. This man that has impregnated my wife. Nobody know who they impregnate our wife these days. So let's go to Vanguard. Because that one, with the whole story we are hearing now. Now only they know. Now only these two
people. With anyone that is against women, you always stand up to say. But if it's the male that are at fault, you will not say anything.
No, I won't say anything. I'm quiet. Let's go. I only advise my man. I only say nobody know these days. He said that he pregnant. Now only that comment I make. Robo say mental of Okupure. I don't cause anybody. Nobody know who gets the key these days. Now only these two people were there with us so that they know. They can save us.
We need to move quickly to the next newspaper because of time.
All right, man.
Okay.
Now we got there.
Vanguard newspaper.
Yes.
Yeah, on the Vanguard.
Is it Vanguard? Okay.
It's Vanguard.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Village head takes bribe from badgers. We arrested him. 364 others. Killed 35 kidnapped victims in 1 year. This coming from Katsina Governor Diko of Vanguard.
Which one is to that kind of thing?
Yeah, so the main story here, that's why I wanted us to look at Vanguard and say unbelievable. Village
It's
head
unbelievable, really.
takes bribe from bandits, allow killings of 30 villagers. We arrested him.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised? But we've been talking about this.
No, princess. No, Mary, I'm surprised. Oh, who does
Yeah,
that?
I've always said here, we've always said here that there is no how. There is no how that the community, you know, there are villagers, there are community youths, and people just come from nowhere and wipe the entire villagers, you know, take away their produce, kill them, take away everything that belongs to them and go away. You know, sometimes they will even come and kidnap kids. How do they carry 200 and something kids? In what way do they take them out of that village or out of that city? We've always said, don't forget that we had a reverend father on this show, a reverend father from Kaduna State that say is accusing the village chiefs, is accusing the community chairman that they are responsible for kidnapping, and we have seen it.
This is the right word. Vanguard, thank you. You see, Vanguard, they're beginning to impress me. In fact, it's unbelievable. What a headline.
You will see Punch will never carry this story. Punch.
No, Punch is sleeping.
Yeah, I'm not so.
It's sad, and I'm happy that the government is up and doing. And there's a story here that says Royal Rumble in Kanu. Kwankwaso Ganduje fights stemming soul of Reverend Emirates. Is that correct? Because it's blood from here. In fact, We know that I've always said it. Even though
my people, otherwise they say, look at what they say. They want death penalty for vandals of public infrastructure. No, for looting. Otherwise, anybody when they loot, death penalty.
But you know also that in Sharia law, even if you steal as small as pure water, they are going to cut off your hand.
Yes,
so those capital punishment are things I don't think we need. But for our politicians, for looters, I think it should be for them.
But Mary, wait, who be this woman?
That's Rita Daniels.
Huh?
Regina Daniels.
The wife of Senator Ned Nwoko.
Now I open chest for you.
Will you blame her, or you will blame Vanguard for bringing such picture? They are supposed they have other decent picture. Why pick these ones? This day she has been wearing more of native, going after her husband. So why did they bring this picture just to entice people? Of course.
Wow.
And you not see the people say
the story is actually inside. Her story is inside, but we know also that there's a story here. The Ganduje and Kwankwaso fight, even though our guest the other day from Kano did say this is not a political fight, we already know that it's a fight between Kwankwaso and Ganduje.
We say father, you say na Igbo. Don't be father be Igbo. No, in fact, you don't say na father. You say no na Igbo. Na father be Igbo na. So anyway you say it. Thank you so much. Listen, young women, we're gonna end the show in 4 minutes. So let's be good. Princess will be thinking of how to close it. We're not doing stay here more than 1 hour 30 minutes today. Our audience are tired. All right.
Daddy Chris, I've said more than.
Huh? No, we see how this. Well, I don't know whether you guys are enjoying this cartoon in Guardian. I've been trying to look at it. All I can see is that a caregiver exploit a sick bed. That's quite interesting. Again, it's another.
Yes, that's the story I was just reading. I didn't know my mic was mute. Yeah. My mic was on mute. The story here that says the horror nights May as caregivers exploit sick, dying patients. I want to see the details of that story.
In fact,
we know that, of course, that is why a lot of people, like my mom, before her passing, she was not always very cool with some people. If I even tell her, mommy, I'm sending this person to stay with you since you'll be alone today, she tell you, I don't like that person. You know, this kind of people can just press you and kill you, and at the end of the day can take away your stuff. So I'm not cool with them. We know caregivers and of course even hospitals, they can do anything to a dying or a sick person just to exploit them. And that is what Vanguard has played out today here on this headline. And there's another story here also on Daily Trust that says young women quitting trading for rice smuggling. That is quite a story. And there's a story here that Chris, I think there's somebody here that stands with you here that says 36 states should be scrapped, promoter of regionalism. There's somebody there. That story is on page 23 of the Daily Trust newspaper.
No, I don't think the state should be scrapped. I'm just saying that they should be given vouchers. They don't deserve cash. They've never managed money well. So you don't give people, you cannot cry for over the same thing. Nigerian constitution should change. Rather than changing our national anthem to the old one, you should be changing, you should be telling us not to give state money. You people, those of you are buying SUV, what right do you have to talk to the state governments anyway? We are the same.
And also, this story here that says MS Sanusi leads Friday prayer, says no one can question God. Is actually, you know, they're getting it back into the system.
Anyway, Sanusi is always my man. Bayero is a great guy. These are the same family, and I think they will resolve their issues at home. That's why I said these issues should have been left for the locals to resolve, not the politics. But unfortunately, Father Nawibo.
Anyway, that would be a good place to wrap up the show today. Thank you, viewers, for being on the show, and thanks to our guest that came earlier, S.C. Agbobore, the welfare officer of the UPU Youth Wing. Thanks to all they did for the Okoma people, and thanks to dear Daddy Chris and dear Mary all the way from Abuja. Viewers, it's weekend. Yes, time to have fun, but while you're at it, be security conscious. Drive carefully, don't drink and drive. If you must drink, drink water, and of course, obey the traffic law. Now, do not forget our athletes that are there in Abuja, London, and of course in Lagos. We have short legs, a home away from home, nothing but luxury, nothing but premium. Everything is a standard, and it's a place you can even take your family to. It's a place you can do your business. It's a place you can do your bridal shower, your birthday, everything, party after party, and it's a place you can always go to chill, to cool, to walk away from home. This weekend you can always, like Mary said yesterday, remove some more money from your account and call Mary to take you around, to give you that Abuja tour. It's wouldn't hot, that will not kill you. Anyway, and don't forget our magazine also is out. Do well to call us. It's a way of showcasing yourself, your brand, your amazing career to the world, and of course promoting your businesses as well. With you can see this very beautiful magazine here. These are archives. In the next 10-20 years they will be there for you, and people will continue to read about you. And don't forget also, our logistics are there. Just call us. Fast we deliver anywhere across Abuja. Just reach out to us and we deliver immediately. And the Nigerian week, we are up and doing. You can see that I'm not with my background today. I've been everywhere, busy. It's going to be a full pack event, and we have a lot of people coming on board. We have the backing of Nollywood. We have, we're going to have the food show. We're going to the Nigerian food show here in London. We're going to have the fashion. We're going to have real estate talk, business summits, and of course the film screening as well. It's a way of us connecting. I will always say, in diaspora here, you need to connect. You need to know your people. You need to patronize each other, and this will be the best platform for you to showcase your amazing set of products to the world. Reach out to us for the numbers scrolling down, of course, or via email. Go to our website and you see everything, every detail there. Thank you so much. I'm very cold and I need to quickly run away from here. We do this again on Monday, hopefully. But before then, remember that peace is priceless. So let's always give peace a chance. Bye.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915 or 0
Srtv. Innovative content.